I've been playing tackle football since I was 7 years old. And, you know, ever since I put that helmet on and my dad told me to go out there and go get them, it just really, I fell in love with the game.
I will rise when no one believes me, rise when nobody sees me.
I love the sport. I play this game not for, you know, for money or fame, but I play the game because I love the sport. Wanting to be the best individual that I can be every single day. I don't want to let anybody in that facility down, and I don't want anybody to slack off.
Hey, way to compete out here, everybody, bro. Nobody quit, everybody got through that finish line, bro.
That's it.
I love that, bro.
When nobody sees me, rise. Even if I'm afraid, I will rise up and make another way.
And I love going out there to compete every day with my brothers that have put in the work with me to, you know, shine. Yeah, this is the farm, as Dad would say. The farm, you know, how many acres is this?
2 acres.
2 acres. 2 acres that we've been living on since we've been young, and you know, had the opportunity to run around and play football, basketball. Always on some bikes, you know, riding around, doing kid stuff, as we would say. So call it the barn back here. This is 64 Impala.
64 Impala, yeah.
Yeah, 64
Bel Air.
Impala. Bel Air. Now this right here, this is what made me a man right here, man. Riding this for about 2.5, 3 hours on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning. You try to get it in the morning because it wouldn't.
Sunday or Saturday morning, we try to get it real
Oh
early.
yeah, Saturday morning. You try to get it real early so you didn't it wouldn't get hot. Way better than a push mower. So.
Yeah.
Childhood home is something that you don't really want to get rid of. It's funny that we grow up. I mean, like now when I come down the stairs, I have to duck because I'm so tall. And I remember when I would have to jump up and touch it. There's a spot in the house where we measured each other. And like just looking back at it, it was like, oh man, look how far we've kind of come, you know. Yeah, so this upstairs. You can see it. But yeah, me and Austin, growing up, just would always come up here and see how much taller we got. I don't know if I've gotten any taller. Mom, she's the universal measurer, so you can't get an official measurement without her. You gotta measure me like I'm at the combine, Mom.
Well, I've not been to the combine before.
All right, yeah.
Okay, here.
Yeah.
Yep. Eyebrow pencil right there. Wow, right there.
Yeah. Last time we measured was 2020. 2020. You were measuring that every day then because COVID, you had nothing else to do. I grew up in Little River, South Carolina. I'm from Myrtle Beach though. I went to Myrtle Beach High School. Where my house is 20 minutes away in Little River, South Carolina. You know, just growing up in a beautiful place like Myrtle Beach, you know, a tourist town, you know, having an opportunity just to see, you know, different people come and vacation and just be able to go to the beach, walk. Well, this is what everybody comes here for, the beach. This coast has been so good to me, having the opportunity to live here. So many people come down here to vacation, but you know, being able to live here is just so different. Being connected with my family, they all live down here. My mom and my dad's side, they both are in Myrtle Beach. So, you know, just having a home in a great place to, you know, grow up in a big open space that me and my brother and my friends can come down here and, you know, play, be athletic and do sports and life together. It's just really been a blessing. This is the reconstructed room that we have of my room. We got all of our youth jerseys framed. That one, my first ever year in tackle football, number 25. Having that, it just brings me back to how far I've came. You know, this sport is something I really love to do, and I knew that I loved to do it back then, but I didn't know how far it would take me. Kind of the old family tree. This is a really old picture of the family, you know, just when we were younger. I think we took these at church. I mean, never took another one again. I don't think there's another one like just sitting down, family photo like that.
Drum's dad is here, and that's who you.
Great.
That's your.
That's what he's named
Named
after.
after.
Yeah, he's named after my dad's granddad, Austin Bellamy. So, well, he's not named after him. Austin is, and he's named after James Adam Randall, my dad's dad, James Adam. So I named both kids after their granddads.
No, you didn't.
Well, we fight about that because her last name is Austin. So she threw that in there.
Matter. I was gonna have an Austin.
She's gonna have an Austin. So.
But if you want to, that makes good for the thing, then that's good.
Yeah. So we fight about that.
But yeah, that's him. My dad. They always say that we look a little bit alike when we were younger. I don't see it, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, we had our little miniature basketball court out here that the silver truck's sitting on right now. And I'm telling you, probably about thousands of games have been played on this goal ever since.
So I would know who won by how the door closed. So if Adam lost, the door would slam. If he won, it would close gently. But he was very competitive, and it would always he would slam the door if he lost. So I would know who won or who lost based on how the door closed.
Did a lot of losing. I was a little bit undersized.
We used to not go in the house speaking to each other after the one-on-one basketball games. Like our mamas used to make us hug just because we'd be so mad at each other. And we had housed our best friend because he didn't have nowhere to stay during the pandemic after we got out of college. So he would play too, and then he almost moved out because I was beating him up so bad because they were so much bigger than me. They were so much bigger than me. So you know me, I'm not letting them get no free buckets. You're gonna get fouled. So they gonna end up in the grass. They gonna have some grass stains, but they just didn't know how to play through contact. That's it. They just saw.
So basically, he was hacking. You know, just me and Austin, ever since we were young, we would go at each other, you know, just competing wise. It's just great because, you know, I have a peer to grow up with, and he's beating me a lot, I beat him a lot, and, you know, we just have that competitiveness within us, and even if we go out there on that basketball court today, we're gonna get after each other. We don't take it light.
I have videos of them working out in the garage, doing push-ups.
Pushing the truck, because I mean, you wasn't gonna drive it nowhere. It's COVID, so you just push the truck.
I remember at a game at Clemson, and I looked, and both of them were on the field at the same time, and that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool just to see that, because I would have never ever imagined that would have happened, and they were out there together. So it's been
and then graduating on the same day, they had to wind up walking in the same group because we had to go to Texas to play in the CFP. And so they walked at the same time.
You know, it just really has been very impactful having two loving and great parents that, you know, have raised me to be a young man of character and faith.
I coached him since he came out the womb. T-ball, rec ball, high school, JV, varsity.
Kind of taught us, me and Austin, everything we know from the ground up football basis. I always still remember things that he would say to us when we were, you know, kids. He would always say, don't drop my bread, so that he can't fumble the ball.
Don't drop the bread.
Don't drop the bread, and just stuff like that. You gotta have the dog bone, so you gotta be a dog. So he just would always tell us stuff like that, and it's just the stuff like that. I just remember that before I go out there and play now even to this day.
And this is not a game, it's a show. Right. And I need somebody to turn the lights on.
Adam Randall back for the kickoff. Adam Randall bringing the kickoff back.
Hey man, felt great, man. Gave us an opportunity. Nolan put it through. That's what team's all about, man. It's a blessing, bro. Go Tigers.
This is my dad's old Mustang. 64 and a half?
64 and a half.
64 and a half Mustang.
They call it a 65, but when you go to the parts store, you got to get parts for it. 64 and a half, they build it mid-year. So if you tell them it's a 65, the part won't fit. You got to tell them a 64 and a half.
Trying to get it running consistently.
Consistently.
It's running. Yeah, you can beat it up the road a little bit, but still trying to get them to get me the opportunity to drive it to a game in Clemson one day. But my dream car, like that's attainable right now, is probably a Corvette. That's probably the first thing that when I get to NFL, I want a C8 Z06. Also, one thing I do want to do is, well, my dad will see this eventually, but he knows. That 64 Mustang that we just saw, I want to get that when I get to the NFL and engine swap it with a Shelby engine and make that thing a monster. So I'll have to buy that up off of him eventually when I get to the league and get some more money. So right now we're headed to the barbershop in the making, Randall Barbershop. It's coming along. Probably got about 2 more months until we'll be open. Right over here by Myrtle Beach Middle School. So yeah, Randall Barbershop. Really hadn't come up with a name for it yet, but yeah. So yeah, here you have it. You know, it's just bones and walls right now, but it's coming together nice. You know, hopefully have a little salon over here, 2-3 barbershop chairs over here, little office over here. Be my first business opportunity, or not business opportunity, but first entrepreneurship opportunity. I've been funding it. My dad's been foreseeing the build part of it. So it's gonna be cool though. Give it a couple more months, man. We'll be booming. Nice little old barbershop. Come get your hair cut if you're ever in Myrtle Beach. Heading into Myrtle Beach now. Getting real close. About to swing by Austin's job, see if he's made any sales today. Probably has. All this good weather going on down here in the city. You're working hard or hardly working?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
no more Randalls, only one at a time.
Only one at a time.
That's what I tell. Tell us because don't look alike.
What up? It's the office in here,
Yeah,
man.
show 'em the office.
We got the putting green right here, trying to get the stroke right. And then we got the murals, computer, phone lines jumping. This is what happens when you finish up, get the Paul journey, go to the next level, man.
So we're walking up Doug Shaw Memorial Stadium. A lot of great nights here through the 4 years of high school ball, and a lot of training sessions. Jeez, a countless number of training sessions. So yeah, we're walking up. This is a little. This is where they put the Hall of Famers. Hopefully, I get inducted in the next couple of years. Every time you was late, Coach Wilson would just say, "Yeah, go ahead, get on the bird for the warm up." We have about 120 up now. You didn't want to meet this guy on a hot day like this. It's kind of crazy, you know. Just back out here now, just thinking about some of the memories that happened and things that you lived through, and now you look back at it and you're like, oh man, you wish you could go back for just one day, one week, you know, just to get ready to go play in a state championship game or play in a playoff game or even play in a regular season game versus a school 15 minutes away. Those were the good days that, you know, before college that you kind of take for granted while you're in them, but when you're looking back at them, they're just so precious. Games before, I had like 215 yards, and I was always come up to him, be like, man, why they keep taking me out? I'm trying to break the school record. I knew it was 229 yards. Yeah. I was like, man, bro, why they keep taking me out, bro? I'm trying to break the record. And he was like, nah, you're done for the night. 215, first game I had 218. And I'm like, man, bro, it's coming to the end of the season now. It's the last game of the season too, because it's a rivalry game.
Rivalry, yeah.
And Streeter came up to me the week before. He said, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna play Myrtle Beach. We're gonna have the region secure. We're gonna win the region championship the week before. And they're gonna come back and they ain't gonna play no defense. First couple of plays, they line up. I said, this man. I looked at the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, So I run a drag route. I'll go 70 yards or 60 yards. I'm like, well, that was easy. Okay, all right. There you go. I hope they don't play like that all night. And then the next 3 to 4 drives, I mean, just touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. And I'm talking about after the first half, I mean, I had 215 yards and 8 catches. And I go up to him, I said, they better not take me out. They better not take me out. They better not take me out. And Coach Wilson said, came up to me, he said, you got to drive. I said, all right.
One drive.
I need one drive. So you telling me he need not get it. He get 14 yards and 1 drive. Yeah. I said, all right, Ryan, let's go do this. So Ryan, they ran the ball one play. He breaks it about 15 yards. I said, Ryan, change the play. so the next play, I'm going deep. So I mean, Ryan.
They changing plays.
Ryan don't even look at the other side of the field. I mean, you can go watch on the film. Ryan goes
lift and throw.
What the play is? All right. I mean, the guy's man-to-man press on me. The safety rolls all the way over the top.
Over
takes
the top.
Bad angle. I mean, he just chucks it up there. I could run. I said, oh yeah, this is it. So I catch it, score a touchdown. It was just perfect because I'm on their sideline.
On their sideline.
I look at the crowd. I go. I said, Ryan said, he said, you broke it, right? You broke it. I said, yeah, I broke it, man. We just did it. I came to the sideline. Man, it just was the match made in heaven just because of what happened the year before and you know how it all worked out. But I really do appreciate, you know, them going man to man that night.
And he could have broken a few plays before then, but we had this referee from Lower South Carolina, buddy of mine, friend of mine. What happened? The little flag come out a little late. Offensive pass interference. How often you get that? Offensive pass interference on Adam.
Yeah.
So my pat that hat throw down when they were little boys. Any mistakes, the hat coming off.
Yeah.
So the ref running by, he throw the flag, and then he come back. And when he come back, I lit into him. I say, what in the world you doing throwing the flag? Offensive interference? Man, I lit him up. And when I see him in public, I still give him the devil.
Oh, you posing? How you at? You posing? Come on, dog.
My mom, every time somebody comes over, she likes to get a shot or tell them about this story. So it's just a funny story because we were taking all of our Christmas stuff down one day and I was sitting here probably on the couch watching TV. My mom was working hard trying to get all the Christmas stuff down. She was about to take that down and I was like, why would you ever take that down? Because you should be believing at all times. So until to this day, that believe sign has been up.
Christmas believe.
Yeah, Christmas believe. Yeah, it's
Stays
been up since I was 8, 9 years old. So it's just something that my parents have instilled in us to always believe and have hope and keep your faith through good and bad times. So it's always gonna be up. When I first came in, I was doing really well. I had the opportunity to go out there and have a good spring. But then, like sports happen. I tore my ACL, and coming back from that was tough. I wasn't really as confident, and I didn't perform as well as I like to. But I knew that God had a greater purpose for me, and football was always going to be there, and it's really important in my life, but it's not the end-all, be-all. So that's when I started to play freer, and I had the opportunity to get better growing up, and eventually going after year 1, going into year 2. Okay, I kind of got this. Going into year 2, year 3, you just get developed, and you get to grow, and you get to see the growth within yourself. Once you get into that routine, you get to that rhythm. That's when great things start to happen because you got it now. Being a college athlete isn't easy, and mental health is real, and I would definitely say that finding help and being vulnerable about those things is definitely a strength, not a weakness.
So though they're going to run it here in a huge lane off the left side, and breaking free is Adam Randall. So Randall, a wide receiver, lined up in the backfield.
So yeah, I mean, when Coach Swinney first came to me with the idea, I was kind of hesitant. But when I really thought about it, it's just kind of something that I've always done my entire life, running with the football. It was really, just eye-opening how much more natural I was at running back. I mean, I really don't have a name tag over my head. Running back, receiver, athlete. Just go out there, and just make plays. That's what Coach Swinney tells me every day before practice. Just go out here and make plays and do what you need to do to, help this team win. remember when I got this, it was COVID. Like, it came in the mail, and I was like, man, what in the world is this? So I pull them out, and I'm like pulling them all out. And I'm like, is this a puzzle? So I start laying it out on the floor, the kitchen floor, and I'm like, oh, you tape this together, and it's a puzzle. So my mom took it to school, got it laminated for us, and I mean, it's just been hanging up ever since. And it's just crazy now, like just looking at this. Like I walk into seeing this before I play a game, and it's like just sitting there, and like it always reminds me of like just, you know, how blessed I am just to have the opportunity to put that uniform on and, you know, go out there and compete. The biggest thing for me is just I'm doing what I dream to do. This has been my dream ever since I've been a little boy. My lock screen on my phone is me when I was like 5 years old in a football jumpsuit. And I always pick up my phone and I gotta look at myself in the mirror and be like, all right, this little boy wished for this, he hoped for this. So go out here and make him proud, and make my family proud, make my school proud.
First and goal, the 4.5. Klubnik off the left hash, awaits the shotgun snap, gets it, play action, looks right side, balls caught, touchdown!
And that was an Adam Randall drive there. He had a couple big catches, but again, he's one of those guys that's been in the program for a long time. He's been injured. A lot of stuff going on with him. I'm glad to see him get that touchdown right there. That's a big play.
Randall's first touchdown grab of the season. So Clemson.
Adam's been my roommate for the past 2.5 years, and dude's worked his butt off since he got here, and finally got him a touchdown. He's been waiting for it. Threw that touchdown to him, and I had to make sure he got that first TD ball, got him that game ball, man. And man, that was such a special moment.
It's exciting, and I'm going to tell you what, I'm so happy for Adam, but I am even more thrilled to see how the players embraced him after and gave him all the love after he made the touchdown. True family. I was excited. Thank you. It was great.
I love the game of football. I don't know where I would be without it. So having the opportunity to play at a pristine university like Clemson, it's a blessing. And I always just remind myself that whatever we're doing, if we're pushing sleds, running 300-yard shuttles, in fall camp where it's hot, just, you know, this is a blessing at the end of the day because you have the opportunity to go out here and do your dream. I mean, this is what you dreamt of doing. So go out here and make the most of it regardless of the situation. So, I mean, I had the opportunity to go to a Clemson camp, and I was in the 8th grade, and I tell this story all the time, but I was running down, get my Sweeney ball team, and I sit down, and it's just this brown-haired kid, you know, he turns around, he goes, hey, my name is Clay, bro, we're gonna have a great time, bro, have you ever played Sweeney ball before? I was like, no. He was like, well, what position do you play? I was like, I go receiver. He says, what? You play receiver? Oh, so you can catch? I was like, yeah, I'm like pretty good. I didn't know that it was Coach Sweeney's son, Clay Sweeney, until about 2 games into the first night. And I just see somebody riding over there on the golf cart. And I'm like, who's that? And we start to play, and like he throws me this deep, long pass, and I catch it. And right there, sitting on the golf cart, is Dabo Sweeney, Coach Sweeney. I'm like, why is he watching our game? Like, we're just 8th grade. Like, why is he over there watching the high schoolers or something? And he comes up to me, yeah, good job. And he goes, hey, Clay, that was a good throw. He was like, thanks, Dad. And he was running off. I was like, what? What's going on? I was like, what's going on? So, yeah, that's just kind of how I got connected with Clay Sweeney and Coach Grish. And, you know, just we kind of kept our relationship the entire time. And Coach Grish was like, hey kid, like you're gonna be something special. Like, well, hopefully you see down the road, like see you in recruiting and stuff like that. I'm like, Clemson? Like Clemson would want to recruit me?
Do you remember that night? It was 11. It had to happen at 1 or something at some time.
It was September 1st because you couldn't reach out to the junior commits until September 1.
Yeah.
And I'm up because I'm getting all these edits.
On the sticks.
No, I wasn't on the sticks.
You wasn't on the game?
I wasn't on the game at that time because I was just sitting there waiting to see what would happen at 12 because they were like, yeah, you're gonna get flooded with a whole bunch of text messages. And Coach Grish called me. He texted me at like 1:15 at night.
Yeah.
I pick up. I'm like, hello. And he goes, what's up, Adam? How you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Why are you not asleep? Like, it's 1 o'clock. Like, I understand it's COVID, but like, bro, I got things to do in the morning. Like, why are we still up? He goes, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that Clemson University wanted to offer you. And I just sat there like, what? Like, wow. And I went up there, I ran up there to the room after I got off the phone.
TV.
Yeah,
And-
ran up the stairs. We thought somebody was breaking in the house.
And I had to wake him up and I flipped the light on, and obviously my mom rises up quick. She goes, "What's going on?" I was like, "Coach Chris just called me. Coach Chris just called me." And she was like, "And say what?" and she was like, and I was like, "They offered me a scholarship." She was like, "To Clemson?" And she was like, "Yeah." And my dad woke up, and I was like, "Cool." I had already had multiple 20+ scholarship offers, but
He's waiting on that one.
And I was waiting, and I just had to. And he was like, "Clemson for real?" And he got up. He was like, "Man, that's great. That's great." I'm teary-eyed. My dad's teary-eyed. My mom still half asleep, but
then we all laid in the bed and cried.
yeah. So he just sat there, just how much work, and I appreciate my parents, traveling with me to camps and stuff, and just how much work we had put in. We knew that it paid off to get to the point to where we wanted to be. I gotta get a camera for myself because just so much history and so much knowledge that has been going on here. I feel like it's just so many things that the public should see. I think even people, college athletes nowadays, they don't know how much they go through, how much pressure it takes, and where the guys come from. They just see them out there with a uniform and a helmet on. So having the opportunity, to share my story, just to share where I grew up. Myrtle Beach is a beautiful city that it is. It's just really been a blessing. I appreciate Clemson Media and Clemson Athletics for letting me do that. So thank you guys.